Alright, we're going to do this deer, uh, and I will use a special effect. I dot this what we call the plum pattern, plum blossom pattern, with the white. So I put them in a kind of rhythm. So some dance, some sparse, maybe not rounded. It has a little perspective. It's a little bit oval shape, and become smaller and sparser, or maybe denser, but smaller. Just you can still use like skipping, saving the white of the just some key spot. I will say that some part you definitely want to identify the structure, especially if needed. So this could be done in the first place. Okay, I just maybe add something on top. All right, that helps to create the marks. There's no, maybe a few very small ones in the face. And the white could also be applied later to enhance the white feather or fur, but we don't have to do this. I'm going to clean this brush. So load the medium grade ink. You could, have some white in the ink. It will reduce the bleed if you want. Make it thicker. In some parts you can just paint it. I would draw the contour first. So I start with this ear that attracts me first. Just for that, I draw this. The outside is darker, so some part is overshaded with color, but you can draw it first anyway. And then the light part is very light. You can draw later. So there's I'll draw the eye, which is important. If I fail, I have to maybe do another one. So I want to control the moisture. A big pupil with some white. You have to save it. Yeah. You just do a V-shaped stroke. You will have the white you want. The eye white can be skipping some double the eyelid on top, maybe big eye. Just like a human eye with okay. And then I draw this horns, I think. You don't have to outline both sides. The shady part is heavier with dry brush to indicate the bone. The dryness is the rough texture of it. It goes like this, split into two. And some lines could be drawn with split brush, or you can draw one by one. It will be slower. Dry brush is easier. And a big kind of sharp one there. So leave a lot of space for coloring. Don't finish, just do the shady part. Okay, and there's another sector like this in the front of the rare one, the other one. So they kind of combined shape. It doesn't matter, you know. But in your mind, it's better to have a better understanding. So this is another horn behind. So they combined into this shape here. Some solid, some void. Just enough to suggest that. And this side of the head, so the eye we don't see, and then the nose goes down like that, form a very small nose. Okay, and the outline is quite light, so like some gray. Try to find those key spots with the change of planes and the bone. This is a belly, so the curve is different. This is a bony part. It has this kind of relationship. The joints, yeah, and the bottom of the neck. The neck. Just very suggestively. This leg is raised. You can see the hoof of the not paw, hoof, right? Yeah. Of the deer. Okay. And this is the bony part of the. Okay. That's the belly. And the spine, it's a dark line with a mane, not the mane, this is a tail, almost, yeah. Not the tail, going this way. Balance the movement with some white, like a cottontail, whatever you call it. And that's about it, right? Oh, you can do this forehead with the nose with some light and some dark gray and some marks in very light ink and a little bit kind of whisker. I don't know what's that. It's a little hairy there. So this part I haven't done. I just have to define the bottom of the ear. And there's a white eyebrows kind of shape that I need to keep. So I just outline that. Okay. Now I'm going to do the wash. Since I already have this white spots, I can just do the wash in one sweeping stroke. So let me got some more colors here. basically just use umber and some yellow, maybe orange to start with. Umber. You can darken it with a little bit blue if you want. Okay, so this part can be a little red too. This top of the has invaded the area, the white eyebrow. Leave it. Okay, some dot. So you leave a lot of space in between, like that. See the white shows now? Okay, goes like that. And just follow the mass of the muscle, maybe. I just use the side brush because I put the light part on the belly side. Yeah, that's probably too dark. Blot it away a little bit. When the brush is dark, do the dark part. When it's getting lighter, just do the lighter part. He used a little stroke. That's why you can leave a lot of pockets of white for the white marking. And I just try to take advantage of the resist we put the gouache. So okay, just dilute the paint a bit, just for the white part. You still can do a little bit wash, maybe in either gray blue or gray orange. Okay. The inside of the ear is a little bit red, gray, shady part. Okay, the horn is a little bit maybe ink, maybe blue. I think just a grayer. Okay, we call it the burnt tea color or coffee color. Right. You can use some white or some yellow on the light lid part. You can leave a lot of white space just to show the roughness of the texture. You just kind of like highlight the stroke a little bit, not really wash. Okay, and just to put a little bit color on the nose as well. Transparent color would be fine. And the nose is kind of dark. Right. You put a little bit. I'll wash the eye with a little brown after it dries. I don't want to blur it. So this raised hoof is a little bit nail, maybe. Just one touch. The tree or grass tree. This is pine tree in the front. Scots pine. We do the branches with you can use a stiff brush with some gray to draw the pine trunk. It's a kind of rough stroke. It goes up like that. I'm not going to do this dark. Maybe just you can lower the. Let me see. I just do this one, this tall. This goes down there, and you can have a tree bark hole there. So one side is darker, the downside will be darker, and the top side will be a little lighter. And then put some bark, like a half circle or thing, to suggest the the feature of the time. This one goes down. Now I'm going to do another branch goes this way. It's too straight. I just put some bark on it. Change that. So this is some crossing. Some crossing branches. And put some bark or moss dots, we call it, just to make it coarse. Okay. Look at the pictures. There are some dense and some sparse. As far as that is okay. Now I'm going to do the needles. It's very long needles. Use this. You can use this small brush. Some artists use 2 brushes in one hand. That's really like a chopsticks. So you can use like that. So you do the. Let's see if I can hold it together. And maybe using a side, somehow you have to adjust the height so they come together. You change the angle so they're not perfectly parallel. A split brush can also help. Same thing as a split brush. Split brush is a little different because in this case you use the tip only, the tip of the brush only. Right. Just add water for the rest of it. And you can do it fast, indicate the wind, create a momentum or the movement. It goes out from left to right, and indicates the wind. Grouping, very important to do some dense, some sparse. Okay, and there are some bushes in the background here and there. It's in kind of umber gray, kind of yellowish color. Yeah. You can. It could be just pine. Yeah, it could be just pine, just softer than the front. So just kind of squeeze out the white, basically. That is using those soft washes. And you can start to wash the leaf, but we'll do it with the greens for the background. There's some more here, but it should be a little smaller to get softer. And you can still have a little suggestion of branches if you like. And then we can have, because we don't have the second deer, we can add some branches to finish. Just to okay. Now, before it gets dry, I will use glue to add the ink to mute it. To wash this, just let it blend into each other on the paper. Deep white for the stems, and you can use bronze to do the stem, the branches. I can use also some complementary color for this one. Just leave some white here and there to make it interesting. So this will create a contrast to squeeze out the legs here. And pay attention to the outer shape of it. Tendency is to this side. Okay. Okay, finally I will put in some careful wash to the eye. Maybe just a little tiny orange color or brown color. Just a little bit. Well, I think it's inside the highlight a little bit. As long as you feel it's, realistic, it's done. I'd still like a little bit eye white. Don't fill in the pupil. So the white for the highlight, also the eye white is left carefully. All right, that's it. And the white actually helps her a little bit, right? That's good. So the original signature is on this side, so we'll follow that. And we leave a lot of room for imagination on the other side. This is yin-yang kind of composition. This side is solid or heavy massed. This is void. This is yang, this is yin, or yang and yin, whatever you call. It's solid and void. Okay. I'll just put a signature. Maybe on top. This is too wet here. That's it? You want to use your... Okay. That's a demo for the... actually, there's a little bit color mist for the stem, for the trunk. You can use a light brown color just to fill in a little bit. There's some accent in the color will dry lighter, and then we'll come back after mounting though. So that's a demo for the deer. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.